Hey guys, I hope you guys are about to enjoy the video that you're about to watch. And if you guys want to get access to awesome trades like this that me and Hayden post on a regular basis, all you have to do is sign up with the link in the description. Now remember, we're not always going to win them, but we're going to make some great gains along the way. Feel free to check out the profit and loss history on my website. Peace. Hello everyone, I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. This is Crypto Week here, and let's get right into the analysis. And Bitcoin could be getting ready to make a very big move, potentially towards the downside, as we could get a potential retrace and a buying opportunity if you are bullish on Bitcoin. If you're bearish on Bitcoin, maybe we might be getting started in a bigger move towards the downside on a bigger flat here on a B wave. But again, we'll have to see. We'll take it day by day. And right now we can take a look at some indicators as well. So again, this right here, what you guys are seeing is the potential extension into the V wave, and this would be massive. This is like essentially your sell area here, and then the whales, which by the way actually have started to sell on BITI, which is, or so not BITI, BITO, which is the bullish ETF for Bitcoin for the futures contracts that, you know, is technically, you know, it's like a Bitcoin ETF. It's just not spot. But again, if they're trading Bitcoin, then they're getting some dark pool trades around this area, around 17,100, which means the smart money is closing out their long positions, and they're probably getting ready for a dip towards the downside. Okay, so again, that would be going along with the bearish scenario that we're going to come back down, but it doesn't have to be all that grim and bad. We could be technically getting set up for a potential buy the dip opportunity. We'll have to see how far and how quickly that dip comes. Right now, it looks like we just did a little bit of a double top here. We just came back down and it retested the highs around 34,800, or we got pretty damn close to it, 34,755, I believe we hit today. And again, if we do come back down, then around the 382 to the 618 retracement area would be a buying opportunity, and then you want to be you know, buying the dip into a potential final wave 5 of a wave 3. Okay, so essentially that's what you're set up for here if you're bullish. But again, the bearish scenario is that we would still be going down to that 20k area, and obviously it's the least popular one right now, given how much given how much Bitcoin has risen. So again, it's all up to you guys, whatever you want to do. But I know what I'm doing, and if you guys want to get access to my trades, the link's in the description. Let's move on to the market cipher here. We'll take a look at our new weekly candle that we just printed. So again, we are getting beautiful green money flow now. It is looking absolutely amazing. -411. That's what I like to see if we're heading towards a bull run, like so in before, which means, you know, we're getting some nice price action. Price is moving up, but it doesn't mean that it can't go down, right? We could get a very quick, you know, market crash, and which, by the way, I'll talk about that in just a bit. If Bitcoin, you know, could still technically have a huge leg down, which would be a massive buying opportunity, in my opinion, if we do come to 20k. And then you're gonna get a lot of people who bought up here panic selling at the lows, if that does happen, which is usually what you want to do. And then you'll start to enter the bull run. You'll get the halving, which I have marked right here. We're actually like 5 months away or something like that. So again, there's a lot of time on the clock. There's still, you know, a good chunk of time left before we enter you know, the very big pump cycle. But overall, that's your line in the sand right now. Okay, so let's just move on to the daily. Again, you got nice green money flow here, but the price is starting to stall out just a bit, so we are starting to lose momentum. We need the bulls to keep this money train going. Taking a look at the smaller time frames, you do still have a good amount of green money flow, which is technically still set up for another potential pump. But if you have decreasing green money flow and lower momentum waves, then you're going to potentially set up for a pullback, or at the very least a dip in the Bitcoin price. Okay, I'm not going to cover the other time frames. I usually only cover the weekly, the daily, and the 4-hour. Let's move over to wave edge, okay, because we are actually getting some nice interesting signals here on wave edge. Again, this is another confirmation that the whales are starting to unload at the highs and have been unloading at the highs. As you guys can probably tell, now that we've had our massive move up from 25,000 to 34,000, the bulls are screaming, laughing in the bears' faces, and it's everyone on crypto Twitter and stuff like that, very extremely bullish. It's very, very bullish. The sentiment is bullish. There's almost no bears, right? So again, this is a potential signal for you guys to take profits on your longs if you're still long. But again, it doesn't mean that the price can't move up just a little bit higher. We can still technically go to like 36 or maybe even 37, and then the whales will sell more as we go higher and higher and higher. So you guys can see when the whales sell, then you'll get some downward price action that follows. The whale sell, you'll get maybe one more pump, and then some selling occurs, and then you get a big drop afterwards. It's when you want to buy is when you want the whales are buying as well, right here, right on these accumulation stages. All right, let me just move over to some smaller time frames. I'll take a look at the weekly here. I don't think anything happened on the weekly. No new signals have printed. Maybe we'll check the Bitcoin futures on the daily. Yeah, so we got a bit of a red cross there as well, which is a potential short signal. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. So the 4 hour time frame, we did get a nice little green cross right here, right around 33,800. We got a beautiful move up on the weekend, and we actually took a long here right around 33,700, I believe, and we closed it in profit when we reached like 34k or something. So that was a nice little trade. But now we're getting another red cross here, and again, it's after this little double top that I've shown you before. The MACD is curling up here, but I would be careful, getting super uber bullish here at these levels. I'll be maybe leaning more on the short side, or at least sitting on the sidelines, waiting for a long opportunity if you guys don't short. So just be careful, because the price can melt down very fast if panic sets in or we have bad news. And again, this is going along with let me just get back over. Actually, let me just get back over to this this scenario that happened in 2020. Right, so we crossed into green money flow. Things were looking unstoppable, really good. We got like a pump up from the lows all the way up here to like 10,000 from 6,000. It was like a 50% pump, and then the price crashed. We had that COVID-19 or coronavirus or whatever you want to call it, and the stock market crashed, and so did crypto, because crypto is a risk asset. Now we're taking a look at the S&P. I'm not saying that we're going to crash or anything, but right now the conditions are set up to be that kind of like the case that it could, right? Because right now, the market's having such bad news. The yields are pumping. The dollar is high. The yields just gapped up open, I believe. So again, that's another catalyst for the markets to go lower. And there's a lot of geopolitical conditions that are unpredictable right now, and the market's starting to panic. And we just had earnings in some of the 5 of the big cap tech stocks, and it's just causing a lot of pressure on the market to go lower. Not only that, the Russell 2000 has taken out its lows, not on the chart, but I believe on the futures and the IWM. It's taken out its lows, so that's its October low. So that's like a signal that we could have a waterfall sell-off, and that could cause Bitcoin's price to come back down to 20k, right? That's the possibility. And I'm not saying that you should bet on it or anything like that, but I just need you guys to know, to be aware that that's a situation that's going on, and it could accelerate and develop. And again, I've been short the market for a good amount of time now with puts and some small short positions, and it's been playing out amazing for me. And everyone, all I see is at least the people that I follow, it's keep buying the dip, don't stop buying. It's we're going to new all-time highs. I'm bullish till end of the year. Like when are they gonna capitulate and say like, okay, it's time to get short? Like, is it when we cross the October lows? Is that the time to sell? Because if you look at the Russell 2000, if you've been buying the dip this entire way down, then you'd be down over 20% already, or 17% since the highs here. And now you're just getting ready for this. Technically it's another, like down. It's a bear flag, right? You came down, you consolidated. Now you're gonna make your leg down once again, and I believe it's gonna come back down to like 100 or something like that, and that's gonna be terrible for the people who are gonna remain long. And then you got the people who bought up here who are still gonna be trapped, and they're probably gonna panic sell as well. So again, it's just gonna be really tough for the people who are long and can't see what's coming right now. But we'll hopefully you guys can see this video, maybe be warned. But I've been playing this out and it's been going well so far. We are getting pretty close for a technical bounce, which means we could technically bounce up sooner than later and be saved from this catastrophe. But if we don't, then we're gonna go significantly lower. And if we take out like 3,800, then that's probably your final signal that the market will not be bottoming anytime soon. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good day, and see you guys inside of Discord.